Hello, welcome back. Last time, the mechanics of this game came back to me quicker than I expected, and I did solve 3 puzzles. I had to do something since then, so remember I did a little bit of Lua hacking because my save data had gone away. I started up this game a moment ago and I had nothing unlocked and my save file had reset itself again. Turns out, data for this game is stored on Steam Cloud, and that's inaccessible unless it's launched directly from the Steam launcher. I prefer to launch executables directly, but apparently you can't do that for those services. So all my save data is back, that's nice. Right, so big chests don't show that they're complete when they are, I guess. Something. Anyway, so all of my old things are done now, and that's great. And I had to re-clear these 3 levels to get my progress back, but that wasn't too big a deal. Alright, anyway, let's move on. Side effects. Okay, right, so I had just learned that I can destroy green things with, by putting them inside doors and then closing the door. I think that mechanic did show up in the main game. I'm remembering a door that went nowhere, that I had to unlock, put something in, and reset the room so that it would get destroyed somewhere. What does red water mean again? It's different from blue water, but I have no idea how at this point. Wait, doesn't it give something permanence? No. Is that a different kind of water? No, it takes away permanence, that's what it is. Right, okay. Yep, okay, so I flooded this with red water. The consequence was that the permanence disappeared. What's my goal? Hold on, restart. So here's a chest, here's a chest. That chest goes back to the first room. Exit's way up there. I need 2... If my foot's just slightly in the water, that's enough to splash. I need 2 blocks out here. I'm curious how exact it is now. I want to get my foot just exactly on the edge. So there it's in the water. I want it 1 pixel away. Hard to pull off. I think I might not be able to. 2 pixels away is as close as it gets. Okay, anyway. I need 2 blocks here to clear the level. I think I want this room flooded. In order to hide away those green blocks and not make them impermanent, first let's bring this down here, I guess. I can stash this here just fine. This would not help me get that key, only flooding this room would. So if I go back in here, I guess I can get... I can make some chest copies in case that's useful. Are these both the same thing? That goes to where I am. No, those are different. Okay, so that goes here. So from here, without disrupting the greens elsewhere, I can enter this. Take 1 key out a level. Okay, gonna have to think about this for a bit. So I lose nothing if I... No, I lose this chest if I back up another layer. Now, here's the thing. It's impossible to get to that block up there without at least one of them losing its permanence. Doesn't necessarily have to be the one up there. Okay. So I'd like to get to this circumstance with 2 keys at my disposal and able to go deeper to get to the unlock, which I can do easily. Just like this. So I'm gonna go out from here with a key. Out? If I go out, where do I go? Where I want to be. Okay, good. Oh, right, but everything reset. Of course it did. Okay. Can I just redo that whole operation, maybe? I think so. My key is still safe one layer further out from here. I'm not yet... I don't have a complete picture of what I'm doing. I'm just exploring to learn what the bounds of what I can do are. So I lose that chest again, but that's fine. I can remanufacture it. So here at... yeah, this is the top layer. So on the top layer, I'm going to unlock this. I lose nothing so far. What do I desire exactly? Hold up. Isn't this simpler than I'm making it? If this block were impermanent, couldn't I just come in here and keep manufacturing it over and over? Yeah, I think all I need is a state change in here. Then I don't have to touch that one block up there at all? Something's wrong with this approach, but show me what it is. So you lose all permanence. Therefore, when I take you out here, there should still be a new copy of you there. It's not, it's completely gone. So when a green object loses permanence... it's gone from its spawn location? Did I know this? I'm not sure I did. So this is telling me well, I can't get both on the same trip. Okay, yeah, so I need one green and one non-green. That's as I suspected. However... okay, so I need to keep the greenness of this block. That one will ungreen because with water is the only way I'll be reaching it. Got it. And I don't require the services of this block in this room ever. So this can just comfortably sit... ooh, no, no, no. This is a place to stash that. Alright, so... we're playing like river crossing, sorta. I need that safely stashed there. Like, that has to be in a dry place always. Where does this chest go before I go in the wet? Let's make sure. It goes here. So let's start by getting some keys out. And right, I'll do the same procedure as I did before. Let's unlock the top level doors, and I think that'll be fine. I can redo everything to get back to this state. So key number 1. Great. Nothing is lost. So yeah, this puzzle here, what was this called? Consequences or something? This is all about when exactly and where exactly I flood the room with red water. So making sure this is safe, it is. It is faster to swim along the surface. Alright, so back out again. Clink. Now the operation I need to do is extremely simple, isn't it? I just stash this here in this room where it's dry, make this chest wet. Oh shoot, I have a problem, don't I? Do I? Well, that's the question, isn't it? So I've ungreened that, but did it keep its position back out a layer? It did not. That seems like a problem because I can't bring 2 keys and change the... okay, so here's the conflict. If that block is going to get ungreened... oh, I needed to have a chest with me, didn't I? That wouldn't have helped me. Okay, right, so anyway, the The conflict here... What's the contradiction? The contradiction is that... Well, it's not in my head anymore. Grains of sand slipped through the fingers of my cognition. I'm like not standing in anything here. Oh, and then I'm in the water. So for the unlocking of these doors to be permanent, I need to carry a key out of a chest twice, because I can only carry one object. So I carry a key to the top level twice, getting access to that, which is not helpful at all. Right, because when the doors aren't green, they only unlock in the particular room that they're in. If the particular room that they're in that I unlock is unflooded, then... So hold on a second. Okay, so here's a question. Is there a place where I can... Hang on. Well, yeah, sure, I'm just experimenting here. This is completely full of water. This is not completely full of water, but there's no dry land to stand on to put a chest to get it dry. So I have lost at this point, because no more blocks exist. Even the ones up here... False. The ones up there... still existed and were still green. Okay, so this is fine. What's up one layer from here? So now those blocks will be lost. However, hold on. Before I go up one layer from here, can I solve the puzzle from this state? Like if just everything is wet. I can't because everything is wet. I have no dry to take stuff to. That's the problem. If I go out enough layers, I will. I still think I needed to keep some permanence. Kinda have an idea of what's going on here. Alright, so... just to be exactly clear about how all this stuff works, if I go in here, there will be no blocks, because they were destroyed. If I go out of here, that block will still be there. If I go back in, that one's destroyed because this room resets. Okay, so... two blocks must end up in the dry form of this room. Once either room is made wet, nothing at or deeper than that level can be dry. This is the only room in the dry where I get a choice between wet and dry. So what's the end state going to look like? I must be coming out of this room to reach a dry version of this room, so I just pretty much start by one extra recursion. And that's about it, right? Just do one extra step. That's not all. There's a little more to it than that. There's still the issue of sheltering... Okay, so my keys are tricky. Going in several levels, possibly more than I needed to. Maybe not, maybe that was the right number. This is the room I'm in, right? Yes. So yeah. Flooding this room on its own has no consequences when there are no green blocks in it. I still don't have the complete picture of what I'm doing, but I kind of get some of the steps at least. Key comes out, key comes out. But these are not the doors I wish to unlock. I need to unlock doors in a flooded version of this room. Okay. So let's go back in here. What? So if I go deeper, take this out, flood this, have 2 keys with me in this layer right here. I don't want to enter that chest because that would change the puzzle state in a bad way. So there are 2 keys right here in this layer. If I enter this, bring this out, nope, this does not work. Does it? Not at this layer. If the doors would stay open when I took the keys in and unlocked this, then I could flood that chest there, do the key thing, and get the block up top, but they don't. So I need to be able to somehow go deeper in here. Well, wait, but what's the issue exactly? The issue is if I back out, then I lose my duplicated key. So I can back out with 1 key. Ah, I need to set up a key hierarchy such that when I exit this, I might be able to just set that up here like this. My block is gone. So basically what I want to be able to do is exit. No. No, never mind. That's not right. What? So I need to exit from there into a flooded room. Yeah, okay, so that's the thing. Exiting this room needs to take me to a wet version of this room. That's impossible under the constraints that I have, so no, that's not it. Yeah, okay, that does not work. Because this room would have to be flooded, so I cannot exit a dry version of this room to get to a wet version of this one. That's impossible, because this entire one gets completely flooded. And this is higher up the hierarchy. So it's something else that I need to do. So these can lose their permanence but still exist in nodes higher in the hierarchy, like earlier is what I mean by higher. Earlier in the hierarchy. Which does not help me if they both lose their permanence. So yeah, it's still, my task still remains. Get a permanent one in here. Have a way to access this one here, whether permanent or not. But that's a problem. So, right, so why is that a problem? I can hide this out here. Like, I have solutions to every individual piece of this problem, but they conflict with each other. What's the conflict? I can hide this green block here from the water, and then make this wet, losing permanence on that block up there. But from here I can't make any keys without losing permanence also on the other block. However, maybe that's... No, there's no way for that to be okay. Because I can only carry one object out if I were to take the cube out. So if I go back at all... Yeah, and since I'm in a flooded state here, I can't go deeper and unflood. Could I, with 2 blocks here? No, it would take more. And there's no block there anyway. What? So either I need a way to duplicate some more blocks. I just lost my block in there. Yeah, this one still exists, but so what? Yeah, I can get it, but so what? Can I get it? I think so. Yeah. So that's an easy key factory. Alright, I have this block, but there's nothing I can do with it. Now... erasing the permanence. Erasing the permanence of those blocks means they will not ever come back in new copies of this room, only old ones. Oh, but hold up. I think I see something. There was a time when I erased the permanence of one of the blocks, came out a layer, and erased the permanence of 2 blocks. By unbinding a block from the permanence, somehow I was able to undo its connection to... Okay, so how was that? Here's a dry place with 2 green blocks. So... Wait, okay, so hang on. First of all, if I do this, then just zip out of here, zip back in, that effect sounds like it takes a moment, but it's actually instant. Then I go back out. Then I go back out. No, they're gone. How did that happen? I totally at one point had in existence 2 permanent blocks in this room, while I had also had one in another room. But how did I do that? Okay, so knowing that that's possible helps me focus my efforts. What if I take this? Yeah, okay. So I depermanent it here. I took it out of that room. There's a subtlety here that's hard to get a grasp on. Oh boy. As soon as I witness these coming into existence, like they've locked in their positions, right? It's like a duplicated one once, but how. Having moved those in there, I'm going to go deeper and ungreen those. So I took this out, which, given its impermanence... No. No, how did this happen? I did a thing. What did I do? Hold up. Chest, please. Ah. So, go here, ungreen, go here, no blocks at all, back up, same blocks that were there, back up, no blocks at all. Did that not happen? Am I making this up? I'm sure I saw that somehow, but I'm not sure how. It's extremely cumbersome to stop this and go review the video footage that I am currently recording, but it is a thing that I technically could do. And I guess this is a situation where it makes sense to do that. Alright, I mean, like, way more time than I want to spend on this, but I'll be right back. Alright, I found the spot I was thinking of. I did see something I can't explain. It wasn't as useful as I thought, though. So the actions I took were to wet this, go in here, and then come back out. And I see those boiling away again. So if I let them settle... I guess it's purely visual? Is it? Is it? Or is there like a travel time thing here? So if I go in... Oh boy, was I quick enough? Yes. Then out. Then out. They are gone. Okay, I'm gonna have to assume that's purely visual. Because it did not appear as though... Well, now, hold on. I don't have to assume that. I can verify. Whoops. Well, it would help if I made that wet. I'm gonna take this... So they're already gone, right? Yes, okay, so that kind of confirms it's purely visual. So it's like the state of playing boil animation sticks around. Yeah, and it's gone at this point. So like I have an ungreen block, I go in here. Yeah, I saw that animation finish. Okay, purely visual, has no bearing on puzzle state. Of course it wouldn't, but I had to check. It seemed like something. Okay, so what I'm doing is something different then. So, back to my conflicts. Goals. Enter this room dry with 2 blocks. Am I sure that's my goal? Let me just make sure I know what this room looks like wet. I think I know, but let me make sure. All of those things seem perfectly good. No amount of blocks less than like 4 or something would help me if this room is wet. And given that they are both permanent, it is impossible to manufacture more by all of the rules that I understand, including the new ones I just tested. So, therefore, I must do this with no more than 2 blocks. Because only one object can come with me at a time into or out of a chest. To get 2 blocks into this room, I must do it in 2 trips. Trip number 1 must include a permanent block. Oh, but I think I see it. Okay, so picture this. I'm here in this state. I enter this chest dry. I carry out this permanent block, and it's perfectly safe and sound here. As long as I don't exit this layer, which I have no reason to, then my block here is safe even if this room floods. Okay, so I think I'm on the route to the solution then. So I would then wet this room, enter it, enter that room wet, which is problematic, isn't it? Is it? Okay, so if this is sitting here, I wet this room. I'll go ahead and take a key along for convenience. That one is okay because I'll be popping back out to this layer. Oh, I see the consequences. No, this is a problem. I should have carried that key further, but it's actually okay because I have one here I can access. So it doesn't matter. So now that block has committed itself to this room. So I can go no... I can't ever go out from here. Which is a problem because this is wet. Yep, that's the problem. This is wet. That's the conflict. And also that block is gone. Yeah, so if I go out from here... that block's still there and I can get it. And if I go out from here... oh, I have an idea. Yes, okay. I could have had it here. Got it. Okay, so the exact... got it. Okay, what this puzzle is about is the exact time at which permanence is lost. Loss of permanence commits an object to a unique room. What that means is that I do my same opening steps as ever. Get a couple of layers in here, bring this along. Just dunk this in the water right now. Not quite. Almost. Because I need it to extract this chest first. That's fine, I can do that. Alright, so this chest is out here. I'm going to put it in there. Get back in there, grab this block. Right, the consequence is I don't need that for anything else. I just need it here in this room, in the dry. So you are now committed to this room. There's a problem. I can't get enough keys. Right? I can come in here. Right, the block is not here, because it's not in this copy of the room. I can get enough keys because I have that chest right there. So this chest right here comes with me into a wet version of this room. And that's where I... oops, that's fine. That's where I can just manufacture as many keys as I want. So here's my key factory in the wet. That's not permanent. It's okay. Alright, I got it. I got it. I got it. So it was committing the green object to a unique room ID. I had to do it not by flooding that room, but by deliberately dunking it in the red. and I had to know exactly which room ID to do. So I come out of here, I have the key, I take this block, no longer permanent. I come out of here, the other block, also no longer permanent because I dunked it. Yeah, so a lot of these puzzles here, this one and also the previous one that I had just done, Cliff, these are playing very much with loss aversion. Like, in this one, I didn't want to dunk a block because I wanted it to stay permanent as long as possible. In this one, I didn't want to drop it off the cliff because I wanted it to stay accessible for as long as possible. So that sets up my expectations. To explore the puzzle state, be aware of loss aversion and counter it. Sometimes what seems like a loss is actually a gain. Cool, cool, love it. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, that took a while, but I had to fully explore the state and understand the consequences of everything, with a lot of nuance. Could have done without the dead-end investigation of what could have been a new mechanic and wasn't, but having that deconfirmed is also useful. Alright, good stuff. I'll see you next time for SAC.